guys, welcome back to my channel. We are in a different section of my little apartment, and that's for a very specific reason, and that reason being this bookshelf behind me. Now, you may be wondering, Chastity, why do you have a bookshelf where all of the books are brown? It is because I wrapped all of the books that I have not read that have been sitting on my bookshelf for some of them literal years. I bought them and I said, I really want to read this book, and then I never picked it up again. But today we are going to start to rectify that problem because there are two types of people in this world. There is a bookworm who devours books and reads and reads and reads and reads. And then there are book dragons who collect books. They don't read as quickly, but they just have a hoard of books. And I feel like I fall very squarely into the center of that category. Now, since I have done this, I have also purchased more books. So, we have to get this out of the way before I feel like I can enjoy my new books. Is that going to stop me from purchasing new books? No, but I am trying to limit myself. I only buy books when I really, really want them. They're on my TBR and I can't wait to read them, or I am buying them for book club because book club trumps. Anyway, how this is going to work is I have a little jar full of scrap pieces of paper that I've written the number of all of my books. There are 107 wrapped stories. There are a couple of series, and those I have wrapped. They're separately, but they're numbered like 30.1, 30.2. So if I pull 30, I read the first book, and then I'll decide if I really, really want to read this next book in that series that I own, or do I drop it back in the tub and pick a new one because I'm a mood reader in my heart. Now, because of the whole new book, I keep purchasing books situation, I am going to add a little scrap piece of paper that says in B for new book. And in that case, I get to pick one of my new books that I've purchased, and then I can read it because I really want to read some of these new books. I bought a couple and I was just like, I can't wait to sink my claws into those books. So, without further ado, let's pick a number. Okay. My little jar. Okay. So, we're gonna pick a number. Alrighty. And it's book 69. Okay, we moved back over here, but book 69 feels like a hardback, and I don't know if I'm holding it upside down, but looks like a short one. Maybe I can finish this in a day. We're gonna see how many of these I can read a week for a while, and try to just knock that bookshelf out. Ready? What am I reading? Oh! The Final Girl Support Group. So it's the price tag on it. I bought this at a store called Once Upon a Time Books that I frequent. And don't quote me if I'm wrong, but I think they sell used books. So you have to kind of search for good conditions. But The Final Girl Support Group. It is a novel about a group of girls who are all in the same support group because they survived serial killers. They were the horror movie-esque The Last Girl Standing, and they're all in a support group and someone is hunting them down. So the whole premise is who will be the final girl of the Final Girls Support Group. I have been craving a mystery thriller for a while. So my heart's happy. And I get to take my dust jacket off. Say goodbye to the dust jacket. We won't see her for a while. Fun. I want to say I started this and then did not get very far the last time because I just wasn't in the mood for it. But it's time. It's time. bark at nothing. Are you my protector? Are you my protector? So I live outside of a golf course. Like, I look out on a golf course from my porch. And people, obviously it's Sunday, people are out golfing. I'm reading about serial killers. I'm reading about murders. They keep hitting my house. Like, in the book, someone is currently like, she thinks someone's trying to break into her apartment. They keep hitting my apartment with golf balls. And it's freaking out my dog. And so my dog's barking at nothing. And it scared me. I'm not gonna lie. It scared me. Hold on, I need you to witness this. Oh, you're not gonna do it now? Camera shy, are we? There's my bubbies. Look at him. Is this where you like to be with mom? So I'm gonna go back to my book now. Let's chat. I finished the final girls support group. I've been reading this all day long. I sat down and I could not put it down. This was actually an incredible book. So many twists and turns and things that you don't expect. It follows one of their survivors who has severe PTSD and OCD and paranoia through a week of hell, essentially, trying to save herself while also being framed. And I would highly recommend this to anyone who likes fast-paced, like, thrillers and, like, almost a murder mystery. It felt like an action movie. Very good. It was very, very good. It was a quick read. You just kind of jump into it and you never look back. It was almost comical in an ironic way in some moments. The way that she talks to her plant like it's a person, and some of the like witty banter in her own brain made me smile even when it was dark and grotesque. And it felt like an 80s slasher flick. Like, I kept thinking about, what is the one? I could not remember to save my life. It reminds me of Evil Dead with, what is his name? Shucks. Ash Williams. That's what it reminded me of. That's what it made me think of. I don't think it's a 5-star read. I want to give it a 4. I really want to give it like a 4-star. It was witty and funny and captivating, and I loved every second of it. Now, I'm probably done reading for the night. I have like life things to do, like laundry and take my dog out and cook dinner and all those things, so I probably won't read anymore tonight, but I need a book for tomorrow that I can take to work and then read by the pool. So this little nifty guy is gonna go right on my shelf. It feels weird putting it back on my shelf. But now I have a little trophy to say that I read it. I honestly wasn't sure how I was gonna feel about that book. I picked it up on a whim when I was out with a friend like 2 years ago. And now I'm really glad that I own it. It was a good book. I liked it. I will be recommending it to some of my like thriller reader people. I like that. But time for a new book. Ready? I kind of hope I get a short one. I've been reading a lot of long books lately. Book 51! I don't know which book that is, so let's go find out. All right, 51. It is a paperback. It's definitely thinner. Let's find out what I'm reading next. This is fun. Don't you think this is so fun? Okay, are you ready? Are you ready? What is it? Oh! Local woman missing. by Mary Kubica. I'm awful with names. I want to say I was given this book as a gift and never read it. It just sat on my shelf and it always called to me. Wow, I have more mysteries than I thought I did. Because isn't this one a murder mystery? People don't just disappear without a trace. Okay. Oh, and it looks like it's in multiple POVs. Hold on. Fun. Okay, so this is going to be like multiple POVs and it looks like a disappearance mystery. I literally know nothing about this book. 356 pages. Final girl support group was 349 pages. So I got another little 350 page book. So it shouldn't take me but a few hours to read. Fun. Okay. We'll start this one probably tomorrow. It feels too loud to talk. I'm on page 66 of Local Woman Missing. This is about kidnapped children and missing women, and it's a murder mystery, and I'm alone. Sorry, I keep looking at that hallway. I'm alone babysitting one of my friend's children, and I scared myself. So we're gonna turn on a cutesy movie to make me feel better because I've scared myself. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm only on like page 200 of this book. It is Thursday night. I do have to work tomorrow, but also I'm out of clean clothes for work. So this is what we're gonna do, right? I found it. I found it on Spotify. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pop my headphones on. Hey, those are for me, not for you. We're gonna turn on the audiobook, do a little bit of laundry, and clean up the apartment just a little bit. And hopefully finish this book. Break. Y'all, my headphones immediately died. You get down. Sir, you have never jumped up on the TV stand before. We don't do that. We don't do that. So we're just going to turn it on and listen to it as we clean because these have to charge now. Mom did not plan well. Mom did not plan well. Okay, let's try this again. It's 11:18 on Thursday. I got home probably around 9:30, I think, and started listening to my book. And I've got laundry in the wash, and I took a shower and I put my clean clothes away, the ones that I had. But I have to stay up at least long enough to put this load in the dryer because my scrubs are in there. So I've still got about an hour left before I can go to bed. I'm going to try to finish this book. I'm on page 248 of 356. So I have like 100-ish pages left. I do like this book, but I also like don't see myself reaching for it when I'm not doing other things, which is why it's taken me so long to read. I was hoping I could have read another book by now. I was hoping I'd be finished with this one by now. But it's so good. There have been some twists, I'm not gonna lie. And I haven't had another Delilah chapter, like the person that the story's kind of about, since the very beginning. I will probably see you in the morning. I have so many thoughts. I have mixed emotions about this book. I'm gonna be real honest, I gave it 3 stars. For the entirety of the book, I very much was like, this isn't really speaking to me. I don't know what's going on. The back and forth between like now and then, like watching it all play out, crazy. The ending, the last like 50 to 75 pages, complete insanity. Never saw that coming. Like, honestly, what a good twist. What a good ending. It was going to be a 2. I'm not going to lie, it was going to be 2 stars, but that ending bumped it up to a 3. Would I read it again? No. Am I glad I read it? Yes. Did the ending make me slightly nauseous? Kind of. What? What? This book was absolutely pure insanity. There are no other words. But I mean, it was a good book. I don't know anyone in my like personal life that I would recommend it to. I don't think any of my friends or family would enjoy this book. Yeah, this one was almost like hard to read, I'm not gonna lie. Bro. Am I speechless? Maybe a little bit. Anyway, I'm wide awake now. And I still have 2 loads of laundry that need to be done. So there's a sneaking suspicion I'll be sleeping on the couch tonight. What if we just pick another book? Because I have 2 more days of the week to read. So if it's a short book, I could finish it like tomorrow. So that's what I'm trying not to wake up my roommate. Ooh. Okay, are we ready? I'm not. Please be a short boy. If it's not, I'm gonna toss it back and try again. Hey, editing Chastity, I'm so sorry. 59. I think it's a paperback. Let's find out what we're reading. I think it's gonna be another like thriller. Okay. What is it? Stephen King. This has been on my bookshelf for like 2 years. Can you hear him crying? It's been on my bookshelf for like 2, maybe 3 years. I bought it at Once Upon a Time Books, same as the Final Girls support group. Your number is up. Cell by Stephen King. You cannot go wrong with Stephen King. I know nothing about this book. Not a single thing. Going in completely blind. It is 449 pages. Do we think I can finish it? No. The freak? This book is misprinted. Okay. That's a complete and utter joke. I'm not reading this. Dang it. I have to buy a new one. You know what that means? We have to pick a new book. I have so many thoughts. Okay, hear me out. Since The Cell by Stephen King was a bust, I'll read that one first in the next TBR bookshelf video. That way I'm still reading the book. But tonight, I start my book club book, which is The Silent Patient. I have a book club with my pharmacy, and this was the book that was chosen literally last night. And I had just purchased it last week. And this has been on my radar for a while now. I just haven't taken the time to sit down and read it. My pharmacist was like, Chastity, you would really like that. I had several friends who recommended it to me. I've seen it all over Book Talk and BookTube. And I'm actually kind of excited about it. I know a little bit about it. I know that it follows a detective, a criminal psychotherapist. This woman comes home, shoots her husband in the face, and then refuses to speak. What can go wrong? And it's this, from what I understand, it's a psychotherapist trying to find out what happened, why she killed her husband, and now why she won't talk about it. So let's start my book club book for this month. I love that idea, honestly. 323 pages. I hope you can hear me because I'm half whispering, but let's get started.
Bringing in my collection.
I also find will you hit the button and stop recording on your way by? Big button. Nope, hit it again. Big button. You said hit the big button in the front. Wait, what? What? Yeah, Bubba. Me too. Mom's confused. Mom's confused. I don't even know what to say about this book. I finished The Silent Patient. I was not expecting that ending, literally at all. I had something very different in my brain for that ending. That was intense, but also incredible. I loved every second of that. This was 325 pages of psychological warfare that you don't even know what side you're on until the very end. And I loved every moment of it. I think I'm gonna give it a 4-star. I think I'm gonna give it 4 stars. And here's why. I did love this book. However, I kind of got bored in the middle. I wanted to set it down and just not pick it back up. Just because it was more slow going. But the ending really picked up for me. So I'm going to settle on 4 stars. I feel like I can't tell you anything without giving it away. It is a psychotherapist who is trying to get this patient who shot her husband to communicate and to talk. And you walk with him through his own, like, personal, like, failings. I wouldn't call them his. How would I phrase this? You walk with him through his own, like, personal turmoil and trials at the same time as you walk with him while he's trying to get this patient who hasn't spoken in 6 years to utter a single word. It was just so good. You never know who's crazy and who's not, to be quite honest. You don't know what's real and what's not until the very end. And it was incredible. I really did like this book a lot. And I'm glad that we read it for book club. I'm glad I read it for you guys because my other book failed me. And I'm glad that you came on this journey with me. That being said, thank you so much for watching the video. I hope that you enjoyed watching me read 3 psychological thrillers in... I would call 3 psychological thrillers. One of them was just a plain thriller. I hope you enjoyed me watching me read them because I really enjoyed my time with them, except for that middle book. It was not very good. I mean, I liked it just fine, but I mean, it could have been better in my personal opinion. But nonetheless, they're finally on my bookshelf. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and there's a little bell icon, and if you hit that button, you'll be notified next time I post. So, I'll see you in the acknowledgements. Maddie Patty! Haha. It's the Maddie Patty. Maddie, you want to say bye? Raise bye. Say see you in the acknowledgements.